GMC Acadia is all new for 2024 and a lot bigger. It's 10.6 inches longer, 4.2 inches wider, and 3.2 inches taller. It's also only available with one powertrain now, a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that makes 328 horsepower and 326 pound-feet of torque. And there are a lot of more changes with this car, so let's see what GMC has done with its new Acadia. Now, if you are looking at buying or leasing a new vehicle, it could be a 3-row midsize SUV like the GMC Acadia, or a compact pickup truck like this Ford Maverick, I can help by curating a customized list of vehicle recommendations that fit your needs. Visit drakemoscow.com/buying a car to see how I can help you find a new car. I want to start on the inside of the new Acadia. One, because we're in South Carolina and it's quite warm outside. And two, because this is really the place where you see GMC's positioning as a premium brand over its more pedestrian counterpart of Chevy. This has a completely unique interior to Chevy Traverse, which rides on the same platform as this Acadia, and it's really nice. It's a bit stronger, a bit more muscular. You have this 15-inch vertical infotainment system, which looks really good. They did a great job integrating it into the dashboard. It doesn't really feel tacked on. I really do love this design. It's actually smaller than the screen that you get in the Chevy Traverse. That's a 17.7-inch infotainment system, but it's still plenty big. I really do love the design. You have a physical volume knob, which is really nice. You also have physical controls for your temperature, your fan speed, and turning on and off your climate control. So it's nice that you get some tactile buttons, even though this is mainly just touchscreen. You also will see you have a column mounted shifter now in the Acadia. So that frees up this center console for wireless charging pad, cup holders, and a big center console, which is really nice. This steering wheel also just feels really nice. This is the Denali trim level, so this is the top of the line GMC Acadia. You have diamond stitch perforated leather seats that are heated and cooled. You have this massive panoramic sunroof. You get Denali embossed into the leather, and in the wood trim, which is open pore wood trim on Denali trim level, the leather wrap steering wheel is very nice. This model and every single trim level of GMC Acadia comes available with GM's hands-free Super Cruise, which I absolutely love. You have a virtual rear view mirror, and it's interesting, just in a side note for GMC in general, how much they're leaning into the Denali branding. You get Denali written out across the steering wheel of this GMC Acadia Denali, and Denali on the back in the center, where on all other trim levels it says GMC. GMC really wants you to feel like you're buying a Denali and not just an Acadia, and it really does feel like a step up in this interior. There's also another interior color that is much lighter with brown accents that I absolutely love. Here in the second row, I really like that the back doors open almost 90 degrees. That's definitely gonna help with car seats, and that you get second row captain's chairs standard. The Acadia is exclusively a 7-seater SUV with 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, and 3 across in the rear. These second row seats also do recline, obviously, and I think there should be a bar, yeah, there it is, to push them forward and backwards. And as you can see, sitting behind about my ideal driving position, I have plenty of knee room, plenty of foot room, and even with this panoramic sunroof, plenty of headroom. GMC says that the Acadia has best-in-class second row legroom, which is pretty cool. In the Denali, they are also heated captain's chairs back here and a third climate control, and it still feels very premium, and they're actually pretty comfortable seats too. But it's here in the third row where you're really going to notice this Acadia's increased length. I at 6'2", I'm not very comfortable back here, but if this seat were to be pushed up a little bit, currently it's all the way back, definitely could fit. And I have plenty of headroom too. Soft touch or hard touch surfaces back here, but you do get USB-C chargers. And this is again where it is 3 across. There's going to be 23 cubic feet of storage behind the third row, which is a lot. And with all the seats folded down, that jumps up to 97.5 cubic feet of cargo. It's about 57.3 with the third row of seats down, but that 97.5 cubic feet of storage is exactly what you get in Toyota Grand Highlander. 2024 GMC Acadia Denali. So this has a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that makes 326 horsepower, 328 horsepower, 326 pound-feet of torque. And the engine is fine. It is powerful enough. It is a little coarse though. GMC, I think, tried to make it sound not too much like a 4-cylinder, not too much like a lawnmower when you put your foot down, but you still do get that drone a little bit, and it is it's not going to sound as nice as a V6, but it still can move this rather large SUV with all the speed that you need it to. It also is very comfortable in here. That is a big takeaway from driving this Denali trim level. So when you get the Denali, you can either get 20-inch or 22-inch rims, and when you get the 22-inch rims, you do get a slightly different suspension. They retuned the suspension to give you a better ride with the slightly larger rim size, and you definitely can notice that it does feel very nice in here, and it's also very quiet in here. I also just love how everything is laid out in here. You have a nice vertical touchscreen that is pretty unique in the industry. I know like Teslas have that or used to have that, but I like seeing it here in this Acadia. You have physical controls at the bottom to adjust things like your temperature, your fan speed, and a physical volume knob, which is also really nice that you get some tactile feel in the climate controls and not everything is in the screen. You have, as you can see, Super Cruise availability. It's optional on every single trim, so from the base elevation to AT4 to Denali as well. It doesn't come standard on Denali, it's optional. You have a virtual rear view mirror, which is really nice. The steering wheel is very soft, panoramic sunroof, heated and cooled seats. Like, I just really enjoy this cabin. And sitting here behind the wheel, obviously the car is driving itself right now, which is very nice. I'm just really impressed by how comfortable it is. And now it's trying to change lanes behind a slower car. I don't know why it would do that. Not a decision I would make. But it also has auto lane change with Super Cruise, as you just saw. So you can also trailer with the GMC Acadia. Yeah, now it's switching back because it realized that was a mistake. You can also trailer up to 5,000 pounds with the Acadia, but unlike some other GM products, this doesn't have trailering, or Super Cruise while trailering. You can use Super Cruise, but the auto lane change feature will not work if you have a trailer hooked up. But this is a very luxurious experience in this GMC Acadia Denali. All right, driving the GMC Acadia AT4 now on this little dirt road. So the AT4 does have a few physical changes to the Denali and elevation trim levels. You get 1.2-inch higher ride height that comes partially from a suspension lift, and also you get really big all-terrain tires on this AT4, 18-inch rims. So this has the thickest sidewall of any GMC Acadia, and it actually sounds, it actually helps the ride. This definitely has, I think, a little softer of a ride than the Acadia Denali we were driving yesterday. You also get a slightly tweaked all-wheel drive system to improve this car in an off-road setting, and you get functional tow hooks and skid plates. But let's be honest, the main reason people are going to buy this Acadia AT4 is for the looks and for the aesthetic of the vehicle. This is definitely the most aggressive and just menacing Acadia on sale today. And I think that's fine. You know, these are big vehicles. You want them to feel capable and you want them to like look capable when you're driving down the road, and this definitely gives you that. That being said, the changes that GMC did make to Acadia AT4 definitely help. We are on a pretty rivety, sandy course right now, and while elevation and Denali definitely could handle this, I definitely feel more confident in off-road mode in the AT4. You can kind of get the tail out a little. It's pretty fun, actually. And that's really what this AT4 is for. It's for light-duty off-road conditions. Maybe you have to drive through like a cornfield or through a little trailhead to get to a hike or a campsite. That's where this Acadia AT4 is really going to help you out. This isn't the AT4X or AT4X AEV that you can get on some of the harder core off-road GMC vehicles. This is really just to help you out a little bit. The thick sidewalls, I think, are going to do most of that work to make sure that you're not getting a puncture or, you know, scraping your rim as you're going a little bit off-road. GMC Acadia AT4 also has a unique drive mode. It has a terrain mode, which is a low-speed off-road mode to kind of help you get over obstacles. We're going to be able to experience that here shortly. Other than that, it has all the other drive modes that are available on elevation and Denali. In terrain mode now. Have a tire in the air for sure. And so what terrain mode will do is when I take my foot off of the gas, it will apply the brakes, basically like one pedal driving in an EV, so that I can keep momentum up or stop if I want to and not have to put my foot on the brake. But this is pretty easy in this Acadia AT4. And now I can floor it again and take off with this 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, kicking up a cloud of dust. So that's the 2024 GMC Acadia. It's big, it's comfortable, and it's impressively luxurious, although its engine leaves a little to be desired, although nowadays that's kind of par for the course in the 3-row midsize SUV segment. Thanks for watching, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.